internationally. I'm excited that we are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're also on Twitch. We're also on HAPS Television and YouTube. And we're also podcasting on Spotify and iTunes. So we're everywhere. So let's begin. Once a business is running successfully in a domestic market, it's common for entrepreneurs to expand abroad in order to attract new potential customers. Um, there are customers that are abroad that you're not going to find domestically. So it's a great opportunity. There are many benefits of moving your business into global markets because you'll find things that you couldn't find domestically. This is involving new opportunities for growth and sales and the opportunity to make your business more competitive in your industry. However, expanding into other countries doesn't just happen. It's not easy. It's a process and it takes a long time. In fact, it often comes with significant challenges and, most importantly, a lot of risks. While there are various factors to consider before deciding if your business is ready to go global, the following best practices will help you navigate the change. The first thing you want to talk about or talk with other people about as part of your planning strategy is to think about leverage influencer relationships in foreign markets. I'm going to say that again. We're going to talk about leverage influencer relationships in foreign markets. So look for influencers. The key word is influencers in the markets that you're interested in, and develop a relationship with them well before you begin your expansion. They'll be your foothold in your destination. Don't think small when looking for these influencers. Look around and look everywhere. Make sure to build your network and use it to develop your ideas or to source your ideas from. As your relationship with influencers grows, consider whether they'll make for a good partner in your expansion. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. It's more of a trial or error kind of thing because of the type of business you might have, which is very unique. Maybe they'll just serve as a mentor, and they'll help you learn how to do business abroad. These relationships will be key when you make the final jump to go global. The next thing you should think about is to assess your capitals. Assess your capital. What kind of ammunition, and financial ammunition, I should say, do you have? In order to be financially successful overseas, it takes a long-term financial plan. And this is more of a strategy planning in the finance field. If you don't have enough capital for the initial investment, consider where you'll get that money. And remember that expanding internationally is not something that you can do easily. It takes time. Expect to turn a profit over time. Do not expect to turn a profit right away. You have to be in it for the long haul. The next thing to think about, and this is an option, it's not a guarantee, but you may want to hire a market research firm. You might want to outsource this skill set. One of the first steps when considering which market to enter is to hire an experienced and, most importantly, a reputable market research firm. If you're going to do it, you're going to do it big. Just because an overseas market might be hot, it may not be home to the customers you want to reach. With a market research firm, you'll be able to decide whether your business will be well received in that area and whether or not there's a market for your service and products at all. It may be certain countries are not for you, but other countries are. So you need to be able to investigate that. This type of firm will also help you determine how your brand will transfer in the foreign culture. For example, how you brand yourself domestically would not be how you brand yourself overseas. And you'll have to think about enabling what to do to explore current market needs and existing competition. For most business owners, this type of research is very difficult to do and often overlooked. So it's smart to hire professionals. In my case, it just took many, many years. And for the kind of work that we do, which is diversified, there weren't really much in the way of professionals that we could hire where it would be cost effective. Could we have hired professionals? Yes. Would they be cost effective? Not likely in my estimation. The next thing to do is to consider, and this is more straightforward, understand the language barriers and understand the cultural challenges. Entering foreign markets presents many obstacles, with cultural differences being one of the most challenging. Not only might you have to adjust your marketing and branding to appeal to consumers in a very different region of the world, but you're opening offices. But if you're opening offices, I should say, maybe you are, maybe you're not, maybe you're going to be online. You have to consider what that office culture is. Or if it's going to be all online, you have to consider what that online culture is going to be. For example, the work-life balance in other countries is not the same in the United States. In the United States, professional and personal lives often cross paths, where in other countries of the world, they are kept entirely separate. In addition to culture, language barriers, you have to think about other challenges. For example, being effectively to communicate in the business world. In general conversation, it might be straightforward, but effective communication in the business world can be quite different. And that's important to think about how you position yourself as an industry leader. Learning the language is the best way to overcome this barrier. And I don't mean the actual spoken language, but also the business culture language. As a leader, this shows that you have the respect for other cultures and also strive to keep growing. It also shows that you place value on meaningful relationships. Okay, let's talk about getting all employees on board. Let's say you have a team. In order to be successful in expanding your business abroad, current employees must be on board with the concept. You'll need to get them trained to the new processes, the new cultures we're talking about, so that you can build out new processes. Also, the supply chain, the distribution, the logistics, all of that, be it online or physical, that has to be developed, and all the employees have to get on board. Get them on board by asking about their ideas for communication, customer acquisition, marketing, and logistics, and everything else. You see, these people are the backbone of your company and a large part of the reason why it's successful right now to expand. So keep them in the loop, and that'll go a long way. So those are just some of the steps you'll need to take when expanding your business internationally. It took me a long time. Today I'm in Asia, the Middle East, Europe, Russia, and Latin America. Domestically, I'm in the United States. We started off with India. We had done some work in Australia. So basically, we've been everywhere. So keep watching us. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're also on Twitch. We're also on YouTube. And we're also on HAPS Television. Our podcasts are on Spotify. They're on iTunes and also the TuneIn app and other places as well. Thank you for joining me. My name is David.